Okay, whatever the government to be, what do you think? How do you look to the future? Because we are not talking to like normal guy. We just want. What do you think the future of them?
Well, you've got to remember that this election is a complete charade. I mean, yes, we have number 10 Downing Street, and we have Big Ben and the Palace of Westminster, and the new Prime Minister, whoever he is, will go and kiss hands with the Queen, and you'd believe that all was well, that good old England was as it had always been. But it's all a charade, because whilst on the front, it may look as though things are the same, behind the back, it's all been hollowed out, and the reality is that actually most of our laws are made with the European Union. Every single piece of business legislation, every single piece of environmental legislation, all of the things that small employers suffer with through health and safety or whatever it may be. And it may all sound wonderful, you know, motherhood and apple pie sounds wonderful, but the reality is that Britain is becoming uncompetitive. The reality is that Britain is losing her democracy, and the reality is it doesn't really matter all that much who wins the election.
So what's your plan in your party? You're going to be an MP in UK, I believe.
Well, I'm standing in the elections tomorrow, and let's see what happens. I always travel optimistically, but you know, no rash promises or predictions from me right now. All I can tell you is that UKIP is a party made up of people who come from the real world. I come from the world of business, and we will campaign in this election and every subsequent election until we get ourselves a relationship with Europe that is based on free trade, cooperation, friendship, but not having our laws made there and not giving away control over our borders so that we can't even decide now who comes to live, work and settle in our country. We are a very, very determined group of people, and whatever happens tomorrow, we're not going away.
So do you have any like very certain plans what you're going to do?
Well, the big thing that I would like to do from Westminster is to try and put together a coalition of members of Parliament from the left, the centre and the right to campaign for the British people to have a referendum so that we can decide our future. After all, Labour, Lib Dems and Conservatives all promised us they'd give us a referendum on the European Treaty. David Cameron gave us a cast-iron guarantee that there'd be a referendum. Well, that's gone pretty rusty. So you know, we've been lied to. So I will campaign from Westminster, if I get the chance, for the British people to decide their own future.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.